G'day and welcome to the back nine of round 2 of the Eruption, presented by Oz Discs and powered by Prodigy. We're at the Crater Lakes Disc Golf Course in Mount Gambier, South Australia. Big shout out to Gatekeeper Media for sharing this awesome coverage that was created by PRKD Media. My name is Paddy Robinson and I'm here with Andrew Ferguson and Timmy Bowen. Together we are the Tee Off Podcast, back on the comms for another awesome event.
Yes, that's right. We've got the back nine here. The front nine results you saw: Casey Hannemeyer, 6 under par, Stanislaus Arman on 4 under par, Jay Brady on a 5 under, and Paddy Robinson himself, 3 under par.
Yeah, clawing back a bit.
Yeah, plenty of red on your card, Paddy. We'll have to fix that. And hole 10's a good place to start. 110 metre par 3. A nice flex forehand through this gap is the way to play it, in my opinion. But I've seen a lot of backhand turnovers sneaking around the left of the tree, landing flat on this sloped green and sliding up into C1.
Yeah, that's a close CTP there. From memory, I think the wind wasn't great.
Ooh,
and neither was that drive.
Is this going to roll though? Oh.
Yeah. Am I watching PRKD Media's Lamb Shank segment?
No, I meant all of that. Yeah.
This is more the intended backhand line, and this is actually looking delicious from Jade. Oh, what a shot. Ringing up the metal.
Off the pole.
And what's he throwing? A bit of one-piece action.
One piece, nice.
Nice.
What a fantastic shot. You don't often see the backhand get all the way to the basket here, but he's wrenched over a nice overstable disc, and it's panned out beautifully, hitting the slope at the perfect angle. And he's very unlucky he didn't just settle into the bullseye after that pole hit. But that'll be no problems. And look at the dance moves. Is that Ash or Jason that we see on the camera there?
Like Ash to me.
That's all Ash.
Casey going the forehand and with no flex. It's a bit of a misfire.
Yes, we had that left to right wind, which didn't allow his disc to pop up, unfortunately. But Stan, who's only thrown 2 forehands in his life, never on footage.
Just sneaking it around the tree and, getting squashed.
Yeah, force it
Very
over.
good attempt, but I think
He's always got a smile. Like,
Casey. Oh, he's opting for the back route.
he's done that pretty well. Didn't expect him to approach it from that angle. There's quite a few trees he has to fade around going out to the right there, but he's done it well.
Stan here with about 35 left for an upshot.
such a smooth approach.
Oh, go in. Just dropping down. Looks like a razor claw from Stan, being a Discmania player. That's what I imagine that disc would be. So, Paddy, after that shank, you actually have a bit of a very long jump putt for a birdie run if you want it.
Are you looking at that stump at all?
I'm not thinking about that stump
I was going to say. No.
Good angle. And
straight
wrapping up
to
just
edge of
before
circle.
It's one of those things that you don't see it until you see it, and then you can't unsee it.
Mr. Stump. Oh, yeah, sweet. Put it at 10.
Not a breath of wind. You could drop a feather straight down on your toe.
But you know what, Tim?
What a pass.
You know what, Tim?
He's on.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, yes.
Just letting out the pressure valve there, Paddy.
Yeah. Still not a freaking smile on my face.
No, that's it. I'm glad you hit that, though, because right now we are looking at no red on the screen. The scorecards are cleaned up thoroughly. And Casey,
you had to say it, didn't you, mate?
Casey's going to put a little bit of fresh red scarlet on the screen.
Jade here for birdie. Yes.
Fantastic.
Well done.
His putt's looking fantastic, Jade.
Absolutely.
That was a genuine commentator's curse.
Casey, I'm sorry, but say hello to Miss Scarlett, who's on this card right now. There she is, the bogey.
All right. Hole 11. Here we go. It's 113 metre par 3. Generally, you'll find most people throwing a big turnover backhand to get the distance and get up this hill where you've got a basket which is borderline out of space.
It's so high. You love it, Fergs. Just admit it. You absolutely love it.
And mate, like, as if you don't want to play this hole in wind.
Oh,
yeah. Why
Jade's
not?
leaning.
Why not?
And that's not a bad spot. He's just outside C1. Easy decision to lay that up for the par.
Yeah.
Probably plays, 130, 400 plus feet? I'd say it plays closer to 425 feet. And you've not turned that over enough, Paddy. You've hit the big willow.
Yeah, I thought it would turn a bit more with that right to left, but Yeah, not enough.
Oh, honestly, I feel like with the average amount of swirly wind you get in the crater, you should get 2 tee shots on this hole because you need one to like choose what like high speed disc is going to turn right.
Well, one will just go left, the other go right, though.
You're not wrong. You need 3. Okay, we've confirmed 3 tee shots for hole 11.
Yes, Stanislaus, similar to the other boys, just not quite getting enough turn on that one. And
Yeah.
Honestly, on this hole, you don't mind shanking it a little bit because if your decision to lay up on this highly elevated basket is made for you, it takes away a lot of the stress.
And we saw Casey in the first round. I think he got up there, didn't he, with the sidearm? And this thing's looking similar.
It's an absolute cannon of a forehand.
Oh, wow.
Absolute cannon.
That is a roost.
And he's in C1, and unfortunately the basket is not in C1. It's so high from that particular spot where he's landed. It's going to be an interesting putt.
Can he jump up from there, you reckon?
I mean, he might be tall enough that he can scuba it or something from where he is.
I've got to be honest, I kind of want to give this half a run. There's just something about an elevated basket.
I kind of want to see it.
You need to start this about 2 meters above.
Oh, you
not a
did
bad
too,
bid,
didn't you,
buddy.
you cheeky monkey?
Not a bad bid.
I'm better from 30 metres than I am from 3 sometimes. So.
I've heard many disc golfers say the same
Oh,
thing.
look at Casey. So his head is officially a metre
Wait,
below the tray.
Look at the flag.
Dead still.
Not
Oh,
bad.
Look at that.
yes.
Easy putt. And there you go.
That's a great bird.
Nice birdie on hole 11, and that is the sole birdie for the MPO field.
That's to tie it up for first, too.
Good one to get. Jade with the death putt. Nice and
Yeah.
clean. His putt, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Very, very solid. He
Have you
might,
said it once?
he might need you to get that out of the tray for him, Jade.
Yeah.
It's nicely done. See, none of you use the rock that's there to help you get the disc out of the tray, but that's all right. So we move on to hole 12, 78 metre par 3, a nice shorty after the elevated basket we just played. You can go backhand straight at it through the gap that the drone is flying through, but the more common play is a forehand out to the left that skips into C1 around all of the trees. This is absolutely a hole you want to get, and it looks like Casey's doing none of those things. He's going the spike hyzer.
Yeah, this bizarre line to me.
He's got the forehand, and the backhand is just going to hit the canopy of trees at some stage. And I don't know how close he got there.
He liked it.
Yeah, it dropped down. I can't. I think he was near. He's either just in the circle or circle's edge, from memory.
And Jade said, I like what you just did. I'm going for the same shot.
Now, we thought that he'd put it too far wide, but yeah,
that's great.
Funny reaction off the tree. Otherwise, he would have been nice and parked there.
So the boys
more
proved me.
conventional.
Yeah, the
right.
boys have proved me wrong with the spike hyzer backhand, but this is the more common play. And Paddy,
Yeah.
you've shanked
Aiming for that tree, mate.
it. You don't need to hang it out that wide, but not a bad height. Stan going the direct route, and he did this to perfection in round 1. So hopefully he can do that again.
Just a stable mid, isn't it?
Yeah, this thing just goes.
Oh, I just caught up in that tree.
Just needed to turn around that one, and he would have been absolutely parked and loving life as usual. That looked a little grumpy from you there, Paddy. Just frustrated.
I am a little grumpy at that one, mate. Who likes hitting their lines?
What's that approach disc again? That's like the
What is it? It's a Saviour.
Saviour.
Yeah.
Oh, that looked nice. Just
Good
a little
bid.
bit high and left.
Very good bid.
Jade here with a tricky stance.
He's got plenty of flexibility
I
for a
think
man of his age,
he's-
Jade. Very
he's-
impressive.
He's looking.
Oh.
He was looking at the V.
Oh, no. Off the other tree.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's very frustrating to be so snookered and be that close to the basket.
And so
And Casey actually got...
it's parked, mate.
Wow.
Oh,
Parked.
okay.
He crashed. I remember now. He crashed through about 2 or 3 trees. And,
Okay.
finished there.
Confirmed. Right-hand, backhand, spike hyzer is the play for hole 12.
Yeah.
Noted.
Well, it helps when you don't hit first available, doesn't it?
That it does. As we jump in the pars.
Oz Discs, powering Team Heiser Flight. Check them out at ozdiscs.com.au.
All right, next up we've got hole 13, 105 metre par 3. Couple of ways to play this. Backhand straight at it. Maybe you try and navigate those trees, or big forehand and a bit of a skip play up to the basket. I was a bit surprised to see Casey going for the backhand because he has all the power on that forehand to get there.
Yeah, I think the forehand's the biggest gap, and he did this in round 1 as well. Just going too stable and fading out to the left. He was pretty close on the jump up from that range in the first round, though, so hopefully he's got an equally good attempt in him for round 2.
Jade here looking to turn this one over, but he's probably throwing it a little bit too high, and it might have got through.
He just went that meat hook Nuco S, I think, and looks like he was trying to ride that all the way to the right and go around the trees on the right-hand side. Paddy with your arrive, I believe.
Yep.
Good distance through the double mando beautifully.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It's always very impressive when you split those two trees. Can you imagine the psychopath TD that makes that a double mando?
Yeah.
I can.
He lives in Melbourne.
That's it. That's a Melbourne special.
I do know a couple in Australia.
Stand
Straight
straight at
House
it.
here. No, he's turned this one over and he's trying to get around the right
money.
side.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
yeah.
That's the route. Go in. Oh,
yes.
what a line. Stan the man, amen.
Oh, Ash loves it.
Dylan loves it. That was fantastic.
Casey here with probably about 18 metres.
Yeah, a little lofty bid. Jade with about the same amount of distance, I believe. He's owed one of these, I think. No, that's a... Yep, disappointing bid.
I'm still
Big.
confused by his hat. I feel like he's, a lifesaver or something. I don't know what's going on.
Here we go, Paddy. I mean, you earn this by hitting the double mando. Just outside C1, we step in it, or we just going with the putt?
Just the putt, mate.
Oh, that was a lot of chains. Dylan hates it. High left, can we say? Or spit out?
Oh, spit out all day, mate. Spit out all day.
Fergs,
You ask anyone.
Fergs, I saw high left. Did you see high left?
I saw high left. And I didn't design
way
that.
back.
But I also saw low right from Stan. But we're in for the birdie. And look, he deserved it with that genuine ace run. He put that disc on an absolute rope at the basket. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And he's earned the box for hole 14 because the rest of you boys tapping in pars again.
All right. Fergie, what we got?
Hole 14. It's a par 3. It's 107 metres, and it's a tricky one. You'll find a lot of people throwing the sidearm here because you want to kind of kick it out through these two kind of guardian trees on the fairway and then hook it up to the right where you'll find a basket that's perched on a crater of rocks and is quite the death putt.
Yeah, tricky birdie to get. I think we only saw a couple in the first round. Casey has the huge forehand that can get there, but most people have to rely on their backhands and other ways of navigating this fairway because it is just that little bit far for the common forehand.
Stan a little fortunate there hitting that tree because I reckon that thing was going pretty long down that hill. But he'll be looking at the layup.
Look how wide he started this. Swinging back, but I don't think that's getting...
Yeah, caught up. Easy layup though.
Yep, put it to the base of those rocks and take your par.
Oh, like this from Jade, but is this a bit too tight?
Oh, lucky. And pushing out to the left is...
Now, boys,
very
ask me
fortuitous.
what I had for dinner tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, tonight. Ask me what I had.
Pizza.
Lamb shanks.
Oh, no.
Lamb shanks.
Oh, no, buddy. There's one tree you have to go around, mate. And this is the last thing you want. All of a sudden, you've got a 90-metre par 3 that you need to get up and down for the birdie. You've also got a death putt for the par, unfortunately.
Ugh.
Don't you just hate
Casey might have left it a little bit too short too.
Yeah, that one still wakes me up at 1 a.m.
In sweats, just...
Why?
So Parks already have the coverage, but I might send that clip to them and add it to their lamb shank segment because that's a ideal example
I've been waiting
of a lamb
for
shank.
it.
Stan wanting none of that, just lays up for the par, but Don't know if you've got the choice to do that, Paddy.
This is the stillest I've seen Matt Gambia, so surely this putt's straight in. Oh, how did it drop? That looked fantastic.
That was a little high left. I mean, no? Well, no, sorry.
Shut up, Fergie. Pretty happy with it out of the hand, to be honest.
Yeah, that was
Casey's stepping up like, why did Paddy take so long? Now I've got the breeze. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's kind of fair. I'm not going to blame the basket on that. A kind of low, skiddy off the tray.
I mean, that was exactly what I saw Stan just get the birdie with on the prior hole. Oh, no, and he's turned the bogey into a triple with the mini drop. That's unfortunate. We're calling sloppy on that.
It's just those gusts of wind. I'm genuinely concerned for Jade's welfare out there. There's not much of him, and he can get swept up in a bit of a tornado.
So I'm assuming that's why he changed the hat, because this one's got the string. Is that what we're...
I think so.
Yeah.
I think he's just walked off the set of Bondi Rescue.
So a little bit of damage on the card. Hole 14 was playing at 3.21, so
Yeah.
catching a few people out.
I'm the 2-1 there.
Not so many birdies. As we roll into hole 15, this is absolutely one you want to get. Only 140 metres. You've got a downhill tee shot that you just need to keep in bounds. A nice forehand or a low backhand is the play. If you're really ambitious, you can carry OB and try and get a very rare eagle on this hole, which has plenty of trees blocking your putts from lots of spots.
We've got a bit of a beastie wind here too. Big left to right.
I think the forehand is the play here, but if you haven't got it, the backhand turnover is all you can go for.
This thing is...
It's hit a tree, and that is OB unless it swings to the left. That is OB. And he moves forward a little bit because he went for the turnover, but it's going to be a difficult spot to get up and down to save par from.
Jade with the sidearm.
Here it is. This is the
What?
first forehand from Jade we've seen for this round. We call this the floppy Joe, but we'll have to see. He's been cleaning it up. He's actually got a very clean forehand. That's pushing very straight and very long and no chance.
Very OB.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've got a pretty strong left to right wind here. So I reckon he was trying to play to that. Casey's exposed this so much, and that somehow stays in.
Oh, yep. That looked like it was fading back onto the OB line, but nice reaction. He's right in the middle of the fairway, and surely this is a warhorse, Paddy. Surely.
This is an Optoex Stiletto.
Stiletto,
and
yep.
I didn't learn from them at all, and it just
not
was trying.
didn't do me any kind things.
I mean, to be fair, the forehand you're generally only thinking about going too long like Jade did. And so often I do that, just come in a little early. Scooting past the sponsor sign there, which is blocking a barbecue, I believe. That's why it's annoyingly right in the heart of C2.
I'm not really sure what Galpins are.
Not sure.
No?
I mean, to be fair, Dan Frost should sponsor this hole after he ricocheted off 2 trees into the basket for birdie at last year's Eruption. Nobody forgets that.
Jade here, putting this one up nice and high, and he's done well.
Yeah, great spot. Have a nice putt for the par.
It's an awesome shot to throw after, especially with the wind. It slamming that disc down with that tailwind. And like OB's right behind where Jade's line was thrown to. Really classy shot.
Looks like Stan just put his Rainmaker down for the Razor Claw. Maybe a little bit of extra breeze there. Checking up before the OB line. That's very close because those bollards are OB, in fact.
Casey's got a good chance of the birdie here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice little reaction there.
A very good chance of the birdie.
So Stan's gone a little long. He's got the comebacker and he needs this for the par after the OB off the tee. Oh, and that was, high left.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate bogey. It does hurt to bogey this one. It does happen a lot with the OB being as tight as it is, but this is absolutely a hole that you're banking on getting. And Paddy, you've done well to save the par there.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where you want to get that tree. It's better par will be all right. No more bleeding.
Yep, Jade did well there, taking out the par, especially with the OB stroke added.
All right, next up, hole 16, 96 meter par 3. You got to play a pretty low ceiling, sometimes a mid-range at full speed, or sometimes disking up to a fairway driver just to keep that angle and that height right, and then skip into this basket. I quite like this hole, actually.
Me too. I think you got to go beef, just because it's so hard to keep it under the ceiling and not throw it too low. So go beef just so you can ride the ground a little bit better than a mid-range will. Casey's turned that over a little bit much. And if you're up on the top here in C2, you've got a massive slope down that you're putting at.
Big death putt.
I did see Dylan Fellman hit an absolute psychopathic putt last year. But I don't know if Casey will be running that one at this point in the tournament. Great shot from Jade, hitting the last Guardian tree, settling it just outside circle, I'd say, from that spot. But he should have as long as he is not snookered, should have a good chance to putt that one in.
What have we got here? Is that a mid-range, Paddy?
Yeah, it's a trust.
Okay, so not super duper stable, but...
Are you going to wish that you threw your Pioneer? Let's find out.
Oh, maybe.
It's not bad.
Oh,
that's
fighting
pretty
for
good,
you.
actually. It gets around the
this
tree.
Scoot up nicely.
Oh, what a shot.
Hey, trust the trust.
Who needs a Pioneer?
Yeah, a little bit of wind definitely helped that one, I'll be honest.
Oh, he's wrenched that over to the right. Has it got the stability to come back? It has.
That's got a chance.
Oh, what a shot.
Really like that play from Stannis. I think that was maybe mid as well, to be honest.
And look at Casey. Yep, doesn't want a bar of that. Any air ball is going straight OB.
Fair enough too. I mean, he's just hit the lead with, nice birdie.
Jade with a slight straddle out, tickling chains. Very good drive. Unfortunate it's not to be able to cash that one for birdie, but look, take a par.
And Stan wants to get back in the game.
Oh, what a putt.
Yeah.
And look at Jade on a streak of 4 pars in a row.
Yeah, only 2 off the lead now. Solid.
So done.
Case tapping in.
Finally getting to yourself, Paddy. Just a couple of metres left for the bird. Beautiful.
Does feel good, I'm sure, getting a birdie leading into hole 17 and 18, Paddy, because there's plenty of water. There's plenty of danger.
Yeah, but there's plenty of opportunity as well.
Absolutely.
They're good. It's a good stretch to finish, to be honest. There's lots of birdies there.
Absolute peach of a finish.
All right, here we have hole 17. It's a par 5, 280 metres. The first drive is generally a backhand off the tee, a big booming one to land you in the open. Then you've got a nice fairway that narrows down to this protected basket here. We've got OB kind of left and right around the basket. She tightens up, but definitely the birdie's there to get, but you certainly don't want to turn over your drive.
Mate, if you're asking me, you throw your absolute beefiest disc and make sure you get inbounds, because I've had a disaster, fair to say, on this hole. Paddy into
what
the
happened,
middle.
Tim?
Oh, I can't remember, actually. Yeah. Repress that memory. Birdied it last round, I'll have you know.
I watch that once a month.
May have snuck a birdie in this round, but we won't say that. As we see Stan getting straight into the middle of the fairway.
Nearly hitting something there to make his dinner.
Oh, mate, if you hit one of those birds, I think you'll find they are purple swamp hens, or you might find Eurasian coot.
Oh, come on.
Or you might find a pack of dusky moorhens if you throw as far as Casey is throwing.
Oh,
that's huge.
Wow.
That is a roost.
That's confidence too.
He's a chance at an eagle if he pumps that one down.
Yeah, it has seen a few eagles this hole. It does take a courageous man to hang it out OB for that long though, because if it doesn't come back in bounds, take it from me, you're coming all the way back. Great angle from Jade.
Yeah, it's a nice stable disc. This one's going to settle down nicely in the middle of the fairway.
It's a massive ego check this hole for me, because they put the longest drive bounty on this hole, and I'm always 100 metres off it because I throw so safe. I just get it down, just get in bounds and get my birdie on the next 2 shots. I'll put too many discs in the water, Paddy, fair to say. Stan's absolutely crushing this second shot here. It's a little overstable. It's going to be in the trees, and there is OB out there.
It's got a check up.
Good check.
Yeah.
Good check.
Hanging it out at that banner, I imagine, Paddy. No, a little bit more inside.
Yeah, going down the middle, mate.
I like the angle.
Good bit of turn. You scared Ash for a moment there. and that's fantastic. Great progression. OB line is just there, but you got the thumbs up and you're a happy boy. Look at the big beaming smile. You've got one, Paddy.
Oh, there we go.
Can confirm Paddy Robinson has teeth. Good to see.
You put him in that morning. It's good to see.
And look at this for a shot. Got the beautiful speedboat in the background there. Jade ripping hyzer.
Well, this one's got to turn a little bit more, but
Too skinny into the cabbage. And very tricky upshots over there on the left-hand side of the fairway.
looks like he's got a nice high-speed driver there. Is he going to go for the mash here? And
I mean, why not? Worst case, you put it too long.
this looks good. He's got some nice turn on it. It's going to check up. Oh, he's in the circle.
Fantastic. That's a putt for the Eag, and he's got the safe touchdown.
Great drive.
I'm feeling sorry for all those birds on the right-hand side there. They've been pushed out of their lake because of the boat, and they're like, what the hell are these Frisbee golfers doing on my grass?
That's it. I think Innova deserved to come out with a new disc. the Swamp Hand.
Here we go. Stan with that Rainmaker he's been approaching with for most of the day. A little low.
Yeah.
It's rolling up close to C1. Don't know if he quite got inside, but
We'll have a long look.
have a little look for birdie.
Jade here wanting to put this one close and put a little bit of pressure on Casey. Only one behind.
I think this is a Champ AVR, and he's very good with his disc. A little bit higher, scooting into C1.
Champ Avia. That's nice bit of glide. I'm just
Smooth, Paddy Robinson.
Yeah.
Yep, hit that tree and you're close enough for the birdie, no problems. So Stan, not even as close as Casey is for the eagle, putting outside C1 for the birdie. There is OB long, as you can see on that walkway behind the basket, but if he gives this a lofty bid, should have no danger of it going OB.
no wind too. Oh,
Yeah, a little high. And if memory serves, he hit that little raised lip of the walkway in the first round, which saved him from going OB.
Here we go. Casey looking at the eagle. This is to take at least an additional 2 strokes on the... Oh, and he hits it.
Yes, and look at that. We've got the
That's me.
blue on the card.
what a part two.
Crunch.
Super solid.
That's huge. Moving to 9 down and having a stroke up your sleeve going into hole 18 is fantastic.
It's good. I'm glad we got one on camera, actually.
It was the only eagle for round 2. Plenty of birdies. This hole was still playing slightly over par at 5.04,
Yeah, nice putt from Stannis.
but there were 12 birdies. It absolutely got feasted on.
Lovely from
Nicely done
Jade.
Jade. And yourself, Paddy.
Yeah,
Very
tapping.
nicely done. So a net star frame there, thanks to the eagle par from Stan and Casey. As we roll into 18, Fergie, how do you tackle this one?
Yeah, look, you throw it over the water. That's what you got to do, and you can land on the on this kind of island here. Outside of that, on the left is a hazard. You've got OB long. It's a treacherous hole, and it's a great finishing hole.
Absolutely it is. If you've got a cannon of a forehand, or if you are left-handed, this hole is a dream. But if you're throwing a backhand like me into the wind, trying to check it up in this little mini island that you see here, it's very difficult to do. There's that shrub or that tree on the right-hand side that blocks you throwing anything hyzery out to the right. Because if you hit that tree, you're re-teeing.
Casey, no slouch to the forehand.
Oh, a bit long in his OB.
Yep. As we see Amy run over there with her plethora of flags thanks to the OB hazard combo she's got to deal with. That one's gone a little OB. So definitely carried the island, which is not a bad result.
Paddy here, you've gone with the stable general.
Oh, we're taking on the tree. We're going around the tree, are we, Paddy?
Yeah, mate.
No, we're going straight through it.
No,
and lucky
it went
boy,
around it.
that went straight through, Paddy. And he's looking over his shoulder like, did anyone see how lucky I got there?
Yeah, mate.
There's the 3-time Australian love that I so often see in our casual rounds, Paddy.
This one
That needs to
looks
stay
nice. Yeah, it needs to get higher.
Oh, just got over and excellent result. He'll be putting for the birdie. And where Casey went OB, there is actually an overhanging branch that really blocks you from saving your par. It's kind of a nicely designed hole, this one, because if you do just crank it long so that you don't have to re-tee, there's no real chance of you going OB and then also saving the par. I like Stan's backhand game for this exact
Yeah.
shot, but it is very wind dependent. It does look like the wind settled down late in this round.
It's blown itself out, finally. Stan, he has a touch of turn to it, doesn't he?
That needs to get over. This is looking OB left or OB long, in fact.
Be
Get
short.
down. Oh, and what a reaction there.
Wow.
Gets the green flag from Amy. Happy days.
And Stannis, he knows that Paddy's parked to go to 5.
That's it. He's like, how did Paddy sneak through that tree?
I haven't seen a smile on his face in a while.
Now, we
Until
didn't
now.
Oh, what a birdie. Run it in. Absolutely loves it.
Oh, look at that. There we go.
He
Look at those pearly
ran.
ones.
Oh, that's a hot hand. Put it out, mate.
He ran straight up to me. He's like, "Hey, that was for lead card."
Oh, no. Let's watch it again. Nice and confident over the basket. And it's dropped down at the perfect time, and he's run it in.
It was such a beautiful putt.
Absolutely huge.
Yeah. Stan, what a man.
It's so hot. It's
What
hot.
a man. Good to see.
Oh, that's huge. Infectious smile from Stan the man, man. And Jade lofting it up, hitting the band, and that needs to settle. Oh, that's a very, very horrible roll away, but actually a great result. If it rolled to the right, you can see the OB line off the placards there. That is a, yeah,
You know he's hitting it, don't you?
absolutely.
You know he just there was no doubt.
Macbeth-like, take exactly 1 second and put it in. Feel like you can shove your roll away. And look at Casey using the full 4 meters of his stretched out legs here to get around that bush. And yeah, it's awkward. Couldn't get the height. And yeah, that branch, I hope a few more discs hit it and kill it.
I think those cutoffs need to be a little bit more cut off.
And Paddy, very nice finish. 3 on the trot to round out.
Got
7
back to
rounds.
under par, mate. I was
Absolutely. Hot finish, mate. Hot
Very
finish.
nicely done.
Happy. I think I was two or three over at one point, so happy with that.
That's great stuff. I mean, Stan says Sagidator card 2 for me.
Yeah.
But other than that, a really good result. And that'll wrap things up for round 2. Casey is the outright leader at 8 down, Stan at 6 down, Jade in a tie for second at 7 down, and Paddy herself at 5 down with a great finish.
All right, then overall, so Casey Blake Houston with a nice round of 3 under to get to 7 and take him to tied for second. Jade there and Stannis rounding out that lead card.
Make sure you join us for round 3 of this beautiful Eruption coverage. Big thanks to Parked, Gatekeeper, and us, the Tee Off. We'll see you there.